Pete with us. Where are you, Pete? Here's Pete.
Right, so a lot of people will do a theme about their parents, wouldn't they? And so I like to do a theme about my parents. And it's a little bit awkward. If you don't mind me saying, it's a little bit awkward tonight because I've never encountered this situation before. Both my parents were blind, okay? And I don't know if any of you noticed, but we have a blind contestant today in the audience, so... And I'm thinking, oh no. I don't want to steal any of her material. But then I thought to myself, well, that's a bit presuming. She might not even do stuff on blind people, you know what I mean? So, but both my parents were blind. I was raised by two blind parents. My mum still is blind. There's not been a miracle cure. What I mean by is that my dad's actually dead. No. Wait a minute, you're not meant to laugh at that. That's not a joke. Yeah, I'm just giving you a bit of information. Fuck me, you're good, aren't you? Don't have any of your mates around when somebody dies in the family. Do you know what I mean? My mum's dead. Stop it. I'll carry on. It's just that awkward moment, that's all it is. So I was raised by two blind parents, and what I mean by that is if you'd have seen me in a playground as a kid, you'd have taken a step back and you'd have said, fuck me, I bet that kid's got two blind parents, right? Because my mum couldn't read washing instructions, bless her, yeah? There's photos of me at home that can only be described as a 4-year-old boy wearing a crop top and fucking hot pants. Did anyone's mum ever cut their hair? My blind mum cut my hair. Yeah. I always knew when I was getting my hair cut, there'd be like a chair in the kitchen, scissors on the side, and a first aid kit. We didn't have mirrors in my house. Why would blind people have mirrors? I never knew what I looked like till I was 7 years old. Very painful awakening that was as well. Running around British home stores, and all I'll say is the little weird kid wearing a crop top and hot pants didn't get out the fucking way, yeah? But because of this situation with having two blind parents, I've got a long-term memory, right? Did anyone ever play the game Chicken? Anyone play Chicken? Yeah, you know Chicken. Anyone don't know Chicken, that's where basically you all line up on a road and you run across in front of a moving vehicle, and the kid who doesn't die or get hit wins, right? I used to play this from a very young age, yeah, unintentionally, in my pushchair. Daddy, car, yes, it's a car, good boy. And people will always ask you the same questions as well, won't they? When you're in a unique situation, people always ask you the same questions. I bet you got up to some mischief, didn't you? Like two blind parents. Yeah, I played the occasional game. My dad had artificial eyes, and what I'd like to do would be to fucking steal them. But not off the sideboard. I'd pop them straight out of his head while he was asleep. He'd be chasing me around the house in a blind rage. Sorry. And eventually, he'd level up the playing field, and he'd go down to the fuse board and he'd plunge the house into darkness. Have you ever had a bloke with no eyes in his head chasing you? They'll ask you other things. Such as, can you read Braille, Pete? No. I got fucking eyes. Has anyone ever done this with a book, right? You got a book, right? And you tear the back page out of that book. Yeah? Just because they get to the end of the story and it's fucked, innit? I used to do this to me dad, yeah? Put a slightly different spin on it. I'd get the iron out and just give it a little run up. I said to my dad once, Dad, how did you meet my mum? Like, what are the fucking chances of me being here, you know? Exactly, one way or another. My dad used to go to... He said to me... What he said to me was... He said, with the straightest of faces, he said it was a blind date. That's what he said to me. He had a fantastic sense of humour, okay? And I said to him, like, how did you meet? And he said, it was a blind date. He goes, he went to this club, Boozer, which was specifically for blind people. Have you ever been to one of them, Jasmine? No, they exist. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. I used to go there. The amount of blind people, it was absolutely mortal. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right? Next day, they're swapping dogs and canes back over. My dad come home with the wrong dog once. Come home quicker, though, because it was a greyhound. No, I'm just way. But I did tell yeah, and basically, he met me mum. They went on a whirlwind romance, right? Yours truly, yeah, was manufactured in that first month. Me mum was on the pill, but it turned out to be paracetamol. Bless. Thank you very much. I've been Pete Withers.
Massive round of applause for Mr. Pete Withers, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, make some noise for him. Well done, Pete. Great set. Thank you very much.